much more slippery.
Yeah, not so hot right now. Take a look. This is 270 northbound at 109 through Hyattstown. So again, at 80 here, just north of here, we do have a crash on the left side of the roadway. Not sure if that's completely cleared, but that started this sort of domino effect of a major slowdown. And right now, of course, this little hill, it's not a big hill if it's dry. If it's slick and you can't get up it, it is a big problem. So we have a several mile backup right now. Take a look at the map. So that is just growing. The initial problem again was at Urbana. We are stretching all the way down there almost through Germantown. So 270 north going quite slowly at this point right now. Again, a lot of the side roads right now are covered and some snow still sticking to the main roads, even if they have been treated. So you have to be careful there. Right now, we have Amelia on 66 headed over to the Beltway, I believe. Not sure if she's going to go top or bottom there of the Beltway, but we'll talk to her in just a couple of minutes and figure that out. Big look at things. We are still overall pretty green, pretty light looking. That is what I like to see, especially right now here as we're heading into the 3 o'clock hour. A lot of folks are home, but again, real big problem here. 270 northbound as you're passing Germantown, headed into Hyattstown. Had a shot of the Beltway at Central Avenue for you, but I've been tweeting so much that I pulled that up instead. So we're going to keep an eye on this problem on 270 and be back in a couple of minutes.
All right. Thanks, Melissa.
Prince George's County Bureau Chief Tracy Wilkins is in Capitol Heights, where people are lining up for gas, we understand.
Tracy, is there a lot of gas left at this point?
Yeah, there is actually here at the Wawa. I'm going to show you right behind us what the line is looking like there. It has been like that literally all day. And I saw a pretty good fight earlier just before our live shot. Nobody threw blows, but the guys got pretty close face to face because somebody cut somebody else off to get into that pump. And, you know, folks have been waiting for a really long time, so they're trying to figure out a way to organize all the people who want to get gas out here. But, yeah, a mad dash for that. And let me show you what it's looking like on the roads here. We are in Capitol Heights. This is Ritchie Marlboro Road right behind me. And you can see that it's already starting to get a covering. And, yeah, it still has pretty much the regular amount of traffic that you would see here on a regular day and around this time of day. Cars have been coming consistently down this road, even though in Prince George's County they're under a state of emergency right now. The county executive asking vehicles to stay off of the roadways, but we're seeing plenty of cars. Yet and still, the roads have a covering here, even with all of this traffic. That's just how quickly this snow is coming down and how heavily it's coming down. There you go. One of the contractors going to clear possibly a parking lot. Here in Prince George's County, they have 850 pieces of equipment out there on the roads. A lot of people who are working these 12-hour shifts, and something like 40,000 tons of salt that are going to be going down on all the roadways here to try and get this county together as soon as possible with this massive snowstorm that we're expecting. And there are also preparations that people are taking at home as well. Let me show you what it looked like earlier when we went to the Home Depot and checked out what was happening there. It was completely sold out of all of the stuff that folks wanted. All of the ice melt was gone. They had a couple of the ice melt was gone, and they had just a few of those generators left, but most of the generators had been sold out. The shovels were gone as well. We talked to the manager. He was telling us this is what it had been like since early this morning.
Yeah, we went through 2 truckloads of salt today. Yeah, we did quite a bit. So
it's been a mad rush.
It's been a mad rush all morning. I got here around 8, and it's been a mad rush the entire morning. It's been nonstop.
So it has been a lot of busy stuff happening all around Prince George's County with folks trying to take care of the snow coming our way. I'm Tracy Wilkins reporting live in Capitol Heights. Back to you all in the studio.
All right, Tracy. And we heard county officials earlier say they've got 40,000 tons of salt, 350 snow plows, and they're warning people to wait until at least 24 hours after the snowfall stops to call 911 or the Snow Emergency Center. So we've got a long way to go, folks.
We are continuing to follow this storm. We see Amelia Siegel out there in the 4x4. It's coming down all around our area. We have reporters all around our area staying on top of this. Stay with us. We will keep you safe and keep you informed throughout this storm.
Download the NBC Washington app for continuing storm coverage.
DC legends unite on Magic.
What are you doing, man? This Bama here.
Has a dream of being a landlord become a nightmare for you? We'll buy your rental and deal with your problem tenants. Call us now for an offer in 7 minutes.
Express Home Buyers. We buy your house in 7 days.
You paid too much for those glasses.
Who?
You. Designer frames? Well, so are these. And these. And these. And they all cost less than those.
How?
America's Best. Where 2 pairs of designer glasses and a free eye exam start at $69.95. Get ready to...
turn some heads?
Save money.
That's good too.
The designer sales event is not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Hurry, sale ends Saturday.
New Tidy Cats Lightweight with Glade. All the strength and freshness, now easy to lift. Half the weight, smells great. Find the litter that works best for you. Every home, every cat, there's a Tidy Cats for that.
13 Hours has arrived, and critics and audiences are cheering.
You're in my world now.
We're coming in hot.
Just another Tuesday night in Benghazi.
13 Hours, rated R, now playing.
Joy meets world, and the everyday gets reinvented. With a touch of wow and a little, why didn't someone think of this sooner? Mops become miracles, closets unclutter, and wrinkles go running. Yes, when Joy meets world, the world gets better. Are you ready to meet Joy?
This is gonna be fun.
Effortless innovation for your everyday from Joy Mangano. Make joyful discoveries at joymangano.com.
Has a dream of being a landlord become a nightmare for you? We'll buy your rental and deal with your problem tenants. Call us now for an offer in 7 minutes.
Express Home Buyers. We buy your house in 7 days.
Smile. You're gonna smile.
After Hair Cuttery's given you the look you'll love, you can't help but smile. Hair Cuttery's Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles.
You are watching special coverage of the blizzard of 2016. These are live pictures of the Capitol, which you can barely see here at 3 o'clock. Welcome back. I'm Pat Lawson-Muse.
And I'm Jim Hanley. Welcome aboard, partner. Buckle up. We are just getting started, as they say. And you've got to squint to make out the Capitol there. It's getting thick out there, Duck and BJ.
It really is, guys, and you know, the snow's coming down at a pretty good clip right now. It's a fairly light snow. It's a fairly dry snow at the moment, so you can still get out there and just sweep it off your car, sweep it off your front deck. But it is going to start to get a lot thicker and a lot heavier as we move on.
Right, and the fact that it's not windy right now, so
Right.
a good time to kind of tackle this storm system really in stages. It is definitely going to be ramping up in a big way.
Yeah, and already doing so just down to our south. Take a look out there right now on Storm Team 4 radar, and you see what's happening here. We've got the snow moving on in. It's moved in over the last couple of hours here, and you notice a couple areas that are more enhanced. That's the brighter white that you see here. Some of the brighter white down in towards the Prince William County area, around Fauquier County. The wider view shows the storm, and again, this is what I'm watching. I'm watching the storm here. We've got the storm itself down around the Atlanta area, okay? That's the upper level area of low pressure. What we're waiting for, and where we're really going to get the blizzard conditions from, is as the storm shifts its energy off the coast, and then you get another area of low pressure forming just off of Cape Hatteras and then making its way up towards our area. This is a classic textbook storm for us as far as blizzards and very heavy snowfall. Almost every single one of our big time snows has done this type of scenario right off the coast, giving us that flow right off the coast as well. That's something that we're going to continue to watch for too. So once again, as we move on through here, what we're going to be seeing is that snow not only moving in, but then starting to move in from the coast. Let's go ahead and zoom on in. You can see where the snow is coming from now. It's all coming from the south. Well, eventually it'll all start to pile in excuse me, all start to pile in from the east, right off the Atlantic. That's picking up all that moisture. Again, blizzard warning in effect for the I-95 corridor, Frederick, Leesburg, all the way towards the bay, back towards the west. Winter storm warnings continue to be in effect. The one big factor here not just the snow, because everybody sees that. The one real big factor is going to be the wind. Veronica has much more on what to expect with the wind and who gets it the worst.
That's right. As that storm system does transfer to the coast, it's right there along some of the coastal areas that will be getting hit the hardest with some very high winds. Take a look at this area here in orange. If you live in these counties or anywhere in and around, it's of course right into D.C. areas of eastern Montgomery County, into Prince George's County, through Anne Arundel County, down through Charles, areas of southern Fairfax County. Here's where the winds could gust as high as 50, 60 miles per hour for a time period right on down into St. Mary's, Calvert, again, Charles County. So Annapolis, Camp Springs, Huntingtown, Mechanicsville, Leonardtown, you will likely be seeing quite a few power outages throughout your area. It's also the area that's a bit of a bullseye or stands a higher chance of seeing thunderstorm. Just as we have thunderstorms, you heard Doug say, we could be looking at thunder snow. High wind warning also within this area. Again, gusts 60 miles per hour, perhaps even higher. Now, the next change that we are going to be going through, we've got snow now that's coming down across the area, and yes, it's sticking to roads. Next change for us, the snow just ramps up more from moderate to heavy, and that will occur between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. this evening. Notice the temperatures, they will start rising, and as they do, again, that's when we're going to see a bit of a change also in the consistency of the snow, whereas we make our way from that dry, powdery type snow to more of a wet type of snow, that for early tomorrow morning. But look at the amounts. We wanted to break it down for you and show you just how much snow will be on the ground by these time periods. On the bottom, right across the bottom row, 7 p.m., as much as 2 to 5. By 11 p.m., 8 to 12, a foot in some areas by 11 o'clock this evening. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, over a foot, nearly 20 inches in a few neighborhoods. And then by the time the storm ends, again, 20 to 30 inches of snow. Some areas could pick up more than 30 inches of snow. So, again, this is one that we're going to be measuring in feet, and it could rival what now holds the record as the most snow for D.C. Doug?
Yeah, that's right. That would be the Knickerbocker storm of 22. And again, we're talking about 28 inches that happened there. May not get to it right downtown, but I do think some areas will see over 30 inches of snow. That's the area that we're watching in the blue here. Down to the south, this is the only real question mark, I think, in our forecast. We've got 10 to 20, but that depends on the mixing. Some of the computer models bringing a lot of mixing in, others not bringing any at all. If you don't see mixing down here, you get well over 20 inches down toward the south. If you see the mixing, it's on the lower end. So that's the only area where right now that forecast, I think, is going to be a little bit tricky down towards St. Mary's County, Calvert County, Northumberland County, down there towards the parts of the northern neck, too. So just want to keep you in mind for that. We'll continue to keep you posted. We're watching it all as it continues to move on in here, guys.
All right. They've got us covered. That timeline is so helpful, too, just to know hour by hour how it's going to shape up.
We're going to take you now to Bailey's Crossroads, where David Culver is at the firehouse. Now, David, this is where the National Guard is staging. Well, the National Guard is actually staging at firehouses all over Virginia.
That's right. Yeah, Pat and Jim, National Guardsmen are going to be coming here through the next few hours. They've got cots set up. We'll show you that in just a moment. But I got to show you where we are in the kitchen here, and it looks like something out of the Cooking Network. You can see these folks here cooking up some cornbread, I'm told. They have to feed about a dozen first responders here, and so they have stockpiled food. If you take a look over here, you can see behind them a lot of food there. They've got 4 fridges, 4 freezers. They're preparing to be here for the long haul, and on the stove there, we can show you some video about what went into that there. Some chili they're cooking up. Now, as I mentioned, National Guardsmen and women are going to be here. They've got the cots set up. You'll see that in just a moment. They have to really plan to be here indefinitely. They don't know how long they're going to be here. They said goodbye to their families, many of them today, and planning to stay here through the weekend, responding to any issues that you folks have in the Fairfax County area. Caught up with the captain a little bit earlier about what it takes to really feed and keep all these folks fed.
We got 2 guys assigned to that task. That's their whole job. In addition to running 911 calls, is to keep us food prepped. Last day at work, they spent the day making chicken noodle soup, and today they're making chili for the battalion chili cook-off for during the snow event.
We weren't allowed to show the ingredients. This is a big deal.
No, that's a big deal. That's something that they're holding proprietary in the kitchen for the ingredients in the chili.
Yeah, so in between calls, they're back here in the kitchen, getting everything ready for, as you heard there, that secret chili recipe. We're not allowed to reveal that. They're going to be well fed as they're responding to the folks here in Fairfax County. We want to go From here in Fairfax County and Bailey's Crossroad to my colleague Julie Carey, the bureau chief in Northern Virginia, standing by. Hey there, Julie.
Hi, David. Well, we're out here in Haymarket where the snow started falling a little bit before 1 o'clock this afternoon, and it is already piling up. You're looking at the intersection of Route 15 and Route 55 out here, a very busy place. You've got some wet pavement there, but for the most part, the roads out here, snow covered, very slick. Take a look at what happened just a little ways down the road. This was about an hour ago, leading into the Dominion Valley subdivision. You can see somebody was coming up to stop at the stoplight, and somebody slid right into the back of their car. A lot of damage there. Police on the scene. We talked to the couple inside the car that got smashed. They describe what happened.